The 2x2 Rubik's Cube can look like a really hard cube to solve, but today I will show you how to solve the cube in 3 simple steps in the tutorial that I've shown beginners before. Today I'm going to show you how to solve the 2x2 Rubik's Cube, and I am going to explain it in 3 simple steps. Before we begin, there's one thing you have to know. You will have to have a 2x2 Rubik's Cube with the official Rubik's Cube color scheme. There are 2 ways to find out if yours is accurate. And it doesn't matter if your cube is stickerless or stickered. Face the white side and rotate the cube this way until the blue is on top. If the white's on the front and the blue's on top, then the orange has to be on the left. This is how you can tell if your cube is real when it's solved. If you have the correct color scheme and just can't figure out what happens, or your cube was mixed up and you couldn't do any of the other steps, 2 things could have happened. Number 1, you didn't understand what I was teaching and the steps when it's solved, and you need to rewatch that part to figure out how to do it again. And number 2 is that your cube could have a twisted corner because you were not supposed to twist it like that, or you have peeled the stickers off and the stickers are in the wrong place. Now we can begin with the first step. The first step when solving the cube is to solve the first layer, which is a white side, and all of the side colors match up. This will be the cube we will be solving on, and I will show you how to do each step of this cube. So first off, you find a white corner piece. Now all of these are corner pieces, but on 3x3, you'll have different things such as corner, edge, and center pieces. So now I'm gonna find a white with a corner piece. I choose this one, and now I will put the white sticker on the bottom. Now I will look at the top for corners with white on them. I found one right here. Now I find which colors on it match the colors on the one I have on the bottom. I see that this red matches with this red. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the top to see where it can get exactly over where it should be solved. This is exactly over where it should be solved, and I know that because the red matches up with this red. Now you would think this could be it, but this won't work because if the red will either be at here or here, and that's not matching up with this. So we turn it back to here, we put it on the top right, and this is what we do 4 moves. Turn the right clockwise, it's turning clockwise. Turn the upside clockwise. Turn the right side down or counterclockwise. Turn the left side counterclockwise. This is the first corner, and we will proceed to do this with the rest of the corners. We will do the same thing with the other corners. Here is the next corner I choose. It has white on the top, so we can choose this. Now we find one of the side colors that matches up with one of these. And I find green matches up with this. So now we turn the top to get it exactly over where it should go. And I know it should go here because the green will match up with this. It does not go here because the green would not match up with this or this. So now I put it on top of where it should go and do the 4 moves. Right clockwise, up clockwise, right counterclockwise, up counterclockwise. And I keep doing this until the piece, as you can see, is solved into the bottom layer. Now I can do the same thing for the last one. And since I know that this is the last corner that I need to solve into this layer, there's only one spot for it to go. So I have it exactly over where it should go, and now I do the 4 moves. Right clockwise, up clockwise, right counterclockwise, up counterclockwise. And always make sure that when you're starting to do the 4 moves, that it's on the top right. If you follow these steps, it should make the first layer for you. There are a few special cases that I will need to go over in case you will get them in the future or got them. What if, while you're solving the bottom layer, there are no white pieces in the top? What you need to do then is go over to a place where there is a white piece in the bottom that is not solved. Then you will do the 4 moves again. And see, this has made this white piece go into the top. And now I can continue solving. See that this is right over where it should go. And then do the 4 moves. Another thing that can happen is you have one solved corner, but the only other corner in the top layer has no matching colors with this. See, it's blue and red. This is green and orange. What you will need to do now is you will need to find, just like our last step, a white piece that is not in the right place. You'd have to twist it for this to be in the right place, and then do the 4 moves. See, now this is in the top, and we can use this one because the orange matches with the orange, and we know that it goes right here. If you have followed these steps, you should have the first layer solved, and all the colors around the white side that you have solved should be lining up. The next step is to keep this layer solved and make sure that all the other pieces are permutated, which means that they're in the right spot that where they need to be when they're solved. See, as an example, green and red matches with green and red, blue and red matches with blue and red, orange and blue match with orange and blue, and you can tell with the last one. To get what I just showed you, you need to find a yellow piece in the top that has colors matching with its bottom one. Now, you may have to turn the top a few times to find it, but I have already found it here. You can get 1 of these, 2 of these, or none of these. If you get 4 of these, then you're already done with this step. I will show first if you get 1 of these or 0 of these, this is what you need to do. You need to put the one, red and red, green and green, that's matched up. You need to put it on the top right and do this sequence of moves. Left side up, push with your right index finger, right side up, push with your left index finger. Left side down, push with your right index finger. Right side down, push with your left index finger. Now, if you have one, you will do this a couple of times until, as you see here, that each piece is permutated. Blue, orange, orange, green, red, green, and you can tell with the last one, etc. If at the beginning you have 2 of these permutated, like this, green, orange, and this, what you need to do is you need to turn the top layer until you can get 1 permutated, just like before. And then you'll put it at the top right and do the sequence of moves. If you can't do this, like in this position, you need to make it to where there is 0 solved, like this, and do what I just showed you. Left up, right with index, right up, push left with index. Left down, push right with index, right down, push left with index. And now, if you do this, you can find that there is a piece with now this. You'll put it on the top right and do the moves once. You may have to do it again. And now all the pieces are in the right spot to where it is for the last step. The goal of this step is to solve the cube. And what you will need to do is turn the cube upside down. Normally during the solve, you don't want to get the white anywhere other than the bottom, but now you will turn it upside down. Now you will turn the bottom layer to find a piece that doesn't have the yellow facing down, like this. And you will do the 4 moves I taught you earlier. Right clockwise, up clockwise, right down, that way. And look, you mixed it up, but trust me, it'll be solved if you just follow these steps. Do it again, and make sure you finish. Sometimes you won't finish this because you see it's solved, but you have to finish this to make it work. Now you'll turn the bottom layer, this one is already solved, to one that the yellow isn't facing the bottom. Now you'll do the 4 moves again. And the cube should be 1 turn away, 2 turns away, or solved at this point. Now, you may have had to do that part more than me. See, in this part, you have to do it 3 times to do the moves and do it 3 times. But if you follow my step and just keep doing this till it's solved and continue the last move, you should be able to solve the cube this way. I know that may have been complicated, but I will show you a walkthrough example solve so you know what to do. So in this example, I'm going to pick this as my white piece to put on the bottom. And now I'll look at top layer pieces that match these colors. Now I'm going to pick this one, and the blue match up. I know that this goes exactly over it because the blue and blue matches up. And I'll do the 4 moves. See, it is solved. Now I will go over to this. Lucky that it's already over where it should go. Orange matches with orange. And I will do the moves a couple times till now it's solved. And now I have my last piece to go over where it should go. And just a reminder, you should never have the white side not be the bottom unless you're at this step. So what I can do now is that I will find a piece that is permutated, and look, this will work. The red and red, green and green. So now none in the top are, so I'll do the 4 moves. And now this solves where all the pieces should go in the top. So now I'm on my last step and I can turn the cube over. Now I have an unsolved piece, so I do the 4 moves. Then I turn the bottom till I find another unsolved piece. Turn the bottom one more time to find another unsolved piece. And there I go, the cube is solved. I hope that this was instructional for you on teaching you how to solve the 2x2. Now, if you got lost along the way, your cube could be wrong, like how I showed earlier, or you could have just not understand it. I tried to explain it as clearly as I could have, and I know it is hard, but I tried to explain that. So, it is kind of easy solving the cube if you know how to do it, but all you have to do is follow the steps I taught you in today's video. Like and subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to force you like other YouTubers, but it will really help promote this channel. Comment video suggestions. I will really be using them. I really need them. And here I will do see you soon on a 2x2.